Alright guys, Papa Pepper here. As you may know already from the title, I'm traveling again, heading back to Wisconsin. Hopefully the audio is going to be okay on this one. It's another one in the vehicle. This window's making a little noise, other things, but bear with me folks. So this video is pretty much just to kind of continue to share life and its happenings and its thoughts with you guys. I do have a backlog of videos that I've recorded. I don't exactly do like a daily vlog or anything, like 6 days a week, just because some days a lot of different things happen, some days not much does, so I just kind of break up my stuff a little differently. So there'll be some things you'll see in the future that have already occurred in the past, but this one's kind of be more real time. I plan on putting this up today being Sunday. Thankfully, I got some good rest yesterday because technically last night I did not sleep. Just didn't sleep. Left at, got out of bed anyway at 2 in the morning and left before 3 a.m. I find that if I leave the Ozarks at 3 a.m., we can take our 750 mile drive back to central Wisconsin and be there about for dinner. I'll have a stop here in St. Louis in a little over an hour for breakfast with a friend. He goes by Monothark on like whale shares, steam it, things like that. That's his handle. Him and his family known for many years. Just a blessing, a good way to break up the trip and get some good fellowship. But my grandpa passed. So not my dad, not the children's grandpa, but my grandpa passed. My dad's dad, my paternal grandpa. The interesting thing is I've got a cousin on my mother's side getting married next weekend. We weren't sure if we were going to be able to make that wedding, so me and some of the little Peppers came up a couple weeks ago back to Wisconsin, and both sides of my family know each other. They grew up next to each other. My grandparents were friends when my parents were growing up, so all my aunts and uncles on each side know all my aunts and uncles on each side. And where my cousin happened to have her wedding shower that we attended a couple weeks ago was like 10 minutes or so from where my grandpa was staying. So the cool thing is, out of all the people we didn't see while we were in Wisconsin last time, we did get to spend some time with my grandpa and, got some final photos with him. Didn't know we were taking final photos with him, but took some pictures with him, my dad, me, and then both of my sons, Buddy Pepper, and Monster Truck the Pepper were with, so we got, 4 generations in a photo anyway. And this one's going to be a quick trip, but even before he passed, I realized that we're kind of in that stage of life where we're kind of the next generation now, the generation I'm in, kind of growing up a little bit more. I'll be 39 this year. I may not always look it, I may not always act it, but I will be 39 this year, which means next year I'll be 40. My grandpa was in his 80s when he passed, so I could be having my midlife crisis right now. Or if I die next year, I would have had it in my early 20s. I don't know, Good news, I did get my truck up and running in time. Some people saw the stuff where I had my wacky dash going on a while ago. I kind of parked the vehicle quite a bit between my last trip to Wisconsin and now. And I didn't immediately fix the instrument cluster because to me it seemed like there was more to the problem than that. Like there was something else going on. And one thing that was happening is my battery was dying when it was parked. And I'm like, just something going on with the instrument panel wouldn't really do that as far as I'm concerned. Unless there was like a short somewhere or some other things. And it turns out I did need a new battery. So I bought a new battery. And then I got a new instrument panel, and as we were trying to switch it, we switched it, and we had the same issue. It turns out there was a little thing disconnected, a wire that had broken in the back of the engine. I don't know enough about stuff to, I would have noticed the missing, wire if I would have found it, but my mechanic friend who was working on it noticed it, we fixed it, so I've got my same instrument panel back in. But now I can see what I have for gas, now I can see how fast I'm going, what gear I'm in. Stuff like that, because some of these people want to know. Anyway, looking forward here to being back for a moment anyway. Looking forward to my stop in St. Louis anyway. In fact, I'm bringing presents because I had so many of these Malabar spinach growing. I decided to take some of the shorter ones and lift them out of the soil and bring them up again for anyone I might know up here who wants some. And I know some of you guys were asking, especially after my last video, about if we were going to sell the seeds. I harvested a ton of seeds last year. We just didn't offer them in our online store because anything that wasn't getting at least 75% germination rate, I did not offer. A lot of the things we offer had 100% germination rate, some of them in just a couple days, which was awesome. That's the type of stuff I like to stand behind and back. But after seeing that every seed that pretty much dropped in the garden sprouted, I'm thinking if people direct sow these seeds I got, even the ones from last year, that they'll either sprout this year still, or, you know, if they overwinter in their garden. Now, we're in the Ozarks, we're 6B, 7A as far as the zone. The seeds that, you know, froze periodically throughout the winter, that were sitting on the soil over winter, they sprouted back in force. So what I'm going to do is, I'm still not going to sell those seeds, but what I'll do is any order from our online store, our Homesteaders Co-op store, I will toss in a package probably with at least 50 red stem, Malabar, vining spinach, Ceylon spinach, you know, it's known by many names, but I'll toss in at least 50 seeds of the Malabar spinach for free for any online order from our Homesteaders Co-op store. So if you really want some, just pick out something else for yourself. You know, get some Chinese noodle beans, you know, get some homegrown popcorn, maybe some birdhouse gourds. Got some great stuff coming up we'll be adding this fall once we get the seed harvest in, and once I can kind of do some germination tests on stuff. But I'm just going to throw in the Malabar spinach as a free gift for anyone who orders, probably for a long time, because I think by the time I run out of last year's, I'll be bringing in this year's. I don't think the ones from last year's are going to be so terrible they won't sprout. I think they're going to do good. The ones that were in my garden from last year did amazing. So a lot of seeds will last for a couple years or more. So that's what I'm kind of hoping. So other than that, just kind of want to do a quick real life update. Let you guys know where I'm at. Mama Pepper stayed home with the monster truck, red pepper, and bell pepper. And I just brought Buddy Pepper, Sweet Pepper, and Pinky Pepper with me this time. Kind of breaking up the family once again. Divide and, you know, be able to accomplish two different things at once. You know, even since Mama Pepper and I have been together, she's lost both of her paternal grandparents in that time. The interesting thing is, even when we lived up in Wisconsin, we would take the 29-hour drive there and then the 29-hour drive back on about a yearly basis. That was a lot of times our vacation, was just visiting her family down in South Texas, which is like 10 minutes from the Mexico border, so we'd often go there too, and about an hour from South Padre, so we'd often go there too. But for us, really investing in family is important, to be building those relationships, working on them too. If we would have never gone since we got together down in Texas, I mean, she would have, you know, had memories from being a kid, but that would have been about it. She wouldn't really have a lot of the relationships established that she's able to enjoy now with the other people down there, and then her father's down there, and some other people and stuff, you know, in the family. But to me, we're in that age where a couple generations are kind of fading away, you know, from us, and our parents are getting older, we're getting older, we're heading up. So we'll see how it goes. Anyway, guys, I'll obviously have a funeral going on and some other stuff happening. When I spend half the day driving, I get less done online, of course, as well. And then sleep will have to occur at some points. It's just one of those things people do. So I'm not sure how much content I'll put out over the next couple days. If I can edit down some of the stuff. We got some great videos we shot, for real. Some great videos we shot that I'm really looking forward to putting out. Of course, I enjoy all of it and the variety of all of it. And if you guys haven't seen my my baby Gar eating a minnow video, it's 2 minutes long. It's a little eerie because it's at night and I set the mood kind of, but if you've never seen it, it's crazy. I'd never seen it before. I was just glad to be able to capture it and share it, so hopefully some people will appreciate that. But I'll try to get some stuff going out still. I'll try to get back home soon enough. I'm thinking Tuesday, unless my folks really want to hang out for an extra day. Maybe we'll get home Wednesday. But we're still going to do a little bit of trivia. So from the last video, the correct answer about the Malabar spinach, right, was that I picked 4 bowls in about 15 minutes. I did not plant any this year because it reseeded itself, and last year we had between 12 and 14 plants. So Kathy Kit's Cat, you're the big winner this time. Give her a round of applause, people. And then for this video, just gonna have a couple simple ones quick. How many miles did I say I pretty much have to drive? Number 2, which state is my destination? Where am I heading to? Number 3, what time do I usually like to leave in the morning when I got this drive ahead of me? And number 4, what video did I suggest that people head back and check out? Alright, if you know the answer to those 4 questions, leave them in the comments section. I will pick somebody who answers all 4 of them correctly to give a shout out to in an upcoming video. Until next time, guys, be blessed, hang in there. Appreciate your support. I'll see you guys soon enough. Papa out. As always, I'm Papa Pepper, and I'd like to remind you, don't post for free. If you'd like to be part of a revolution in social media, an economic power to the people where users can actually blog for cryptocurrency, then I'd recommend that you check out steemit.com and join the revolution. Papa out.